Says we're going live. It says we're here.
Are we?
I don't know. He almost fell off of a chair you were already sitting on while leaning against the table. I'm not sure what happened over there.
I definitely wasn't even close to falling out of the chair.
What happened then?
I bumped the table and rocked it.
Right, and you leaned.
Yeah, to pull
Right.
away from the table.
Looked like you're about to fall. I mean, granted, I only saw you out of the corner of my eye.
Right.
I have really bad peripheral vision. And I wasn't really paying that much attention.
Go figure.
Until our existence is validated by everyone else, we'll just move forward like we really are here. Hello.
Hello.
Kayla Lords.
John Brownstone.
Of Loving BDSM, where we help kinksters like you have happy, healthy power exchange relationships. This is our weekly live stream. Those are the right words, yes. We record our audio podcast, which goes out on all major podcast apps every Friday. Technically, we're here about a minute early, but I can't jump into stuff that fast. I need a warm up. So
it looks like Wendy validated us.
Okay, good. I'll take that. I'm going to say hello to folks.
Okay.
Hi, Kitty. Hi, Claire. Hi, Dorina. Hi, HM. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Pat Venus. Hi, Rara. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Kim. Hi, Loving Me Shorty. I hope that I said that right. Hello. So yeah, technically I should be saying, oh, fast forward, blah, blah, blah. We're here early. I need the warm up. So if you are here for the live stream and don't like idle chit chat, I am so sorry for you right now. If you're here after the live stream and before I put in time stamps, I don't know how far forward to tell you to fast forward. Just may the odds be ever in your favor.
Oh my goodness.
Hi Cam, hi Cassandra, or is it Cassandra? I want to say it right. Hi Brittany. And Kim, see, that's why I send emails. So, as we ease into things, we are not dressed the same, and it is the opposite of what usually happens. And bless you. I'm sorry I couldn't prevent that for you.
You tried. That was a good try. Thank you.
I did try. Because I am prepared for what's going to happen after the stream when we have to leave the house, and you, for once, are not cold, I'm going to guess?
No, not yet.
Not yet, I know. The cold weather is lurking outside because we just had a cold front come through with rain. And I know we have to leave the house, so I just went ahead and got prepared.
With some big old fat rain.
It was some big old fat rain. We needed
it was sideways rain.
Here, we are old now. We needed that rain, and that's hi, Drama Mama. Silent, I can't tell you either what you walked into. We should maybe warn the others who are walking into it. Don't know.
We don't even know what ground we tread
I'm
upon.
in a very strange headspace today.
Yeah.
I'm better now. I think partly because I've finally showered.
I'm not. I'm more foggy.
Yeah, well, I was never foggy. I was fucked. So there went our monetization. I was not feeling very, hey, you have to pay your mortgage. That's where I was. I don't know what I was doing, but I was forgetting the importance of, paying the bills. But we are here. It is cold outside. Oh, Bunny, be safe then. I hope I don't say anything that makes you like swerve anywhere. Just focus on the road there. What? You breathed
No,
like
yeah, I was
going
going to say, you're saying it's cold. We may have frost by morning.
Woo! And then in 3 days, it'll be where the temperatures are supposed to be this time of year in Florida. So go figure.
Yep.
I don't have anything, so are you feeling warmed up enough?
I think so.
Okay. Yes, Kim, you did come at just the right moment.
Hello, everyone.
Yep, there you go. He did it, and he didn't have to be reminded this week. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get this show on the road, whatever this show happens to be. As you can tell from the title, we are answering relationship questions. Thank you, Therapy Jeff. If you enjoy this, we love a thumbs up. If you like it enough to want to come back for more, please consider subscribing.
And once you subscribe, go ahead and ring that notification bell to get updates and new content.
Just do what Daddy says.
That was close.
Look, you're here with me enough. We got it. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so yeah, I think you can hit we have announcements, but you can hit the button, and then I can
go from there.
Okay, before we get into the questions, announcements. The first one is the Kinkery, thekinkery.com, is having a sale right now. Unfortunately, this sale does only apply to U.S. orders. I am so sorry, international folk. But now through December 15th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern, if you spend $35 or more, you can get free shipping with a coupon code, free shipping 24. I don't expect you to remember that coupon code. It is literally posted on our site, and it'll be in all the places for this episode. $35 is not hard to get to because most of our paddles, I think all of our paddles, except the slapstick, start at $35. So one paddle and you got free shipping. If you wanted to buy like candles or something, you got to buy a couple. But if you're looking for a paddle, and here's the thing, that savings, we do flat rate shipping and we have to base it on weight because some stuff is heavy. So the savings of free shipping is anywhere from $8 to $11 off. And in some stuff, that's more than 20% off the purchase price. So it actually really is a good deal. We only do this for this 1 week each year at the holidays, hopefully helping folks out who maybe are buying kinky presents or just want to save some money. That's what I'm saying. And you're doing stuff so we can do restocks on things. We just did a restock today.
Yep.
Thekinkery.com, $35 and up. Free shipping 24 is the code. For international folks, we are doing something different. I can't charge you any less for shipping than I do because it's really expensive. But we are now using UPS, so your stuff gets to you quicker. Except if you're in Canada, because I didn't check to see if the strike is still going on or not.
I was talking to my friend in Canada the other day, and she said the strike is still ongoing.
So I started using UPS because USPS, the post office, is not even accepting stuff to Canada right now. UPS is at least accepting it, but they were like, it could get stuck in customs. I was like, okay, I wish somebody would tell me that before I buy the shipping label and bring it to the UPS store. So yeah, kinkery.com, free shipping 24, $35 or more order, free shipping there. Second announcement. Even though I don't think it's the third Friday this week, because I don't know how numbers work in calendars, but I'm pretty sure of that. We are doing our Friday night live stream. It is bumped up a week early because of the holidays later this month. I didn't check Hanukkah dates. Are we in Hanukkah right now? Whatever the holidays are, everything's fucked this month, okay?
Yeah.
Apologies for not having checked what the Hanukkah dates are. Wow, I'm losing it.
I am so out of touch with everything. I thought yesterday was Friday.
I know. And
I was ready for the week to be over on a Tuesday.
For anybody who can't tell, while we're just in the announcements at this point, we're.
I think we're ready for our break.
Our brain is melting. Anyway, so this Friday, December 13th. Yes, I believe that is correct. We are doing our December Friday night live stream. From repeated requests, we will do demos for dollars situation. So you don't have to pay to watch the stream or to watch me get hit with something. But if you want to request what I get hit with, you do the super chats. That'll be Friday. We'll explain how it all works on Friday. And also, because I like to multitask, sure, we'll do a Q&A while I'm being hit with shit. That's happened before. That has happened before. So, yeah, that's this Friday night live stream. Ta-da. I could have sworn there was another announcement, but I didn't write it down, and so now I don't remember it. Oops, my bad. So, okay. And then, thank you, Rara in live chat. Hanukkah doesn't start until the 25th. Perfect. Okay. Wonderful. I really usually check that because when I'm telling folks with the Kinkery when the ideal shipping dates are, I try to factor in Hanukkah as well, and I just literally I don't know what was going on this year. Okay, so this whole purpose of this episode is to answer questions because we do not have the brain power for anything super serious. I don't know if you could tell or not. I don't know if I made that real
I don't know
obvious.
if I can even answer these questions. I saw them earlier.
Stop! So we haven't done one of these since July of this year. I went and checked whatever, the archives or whatever. These are from Therapy Jeff, who I like. I have linked to the post on his Instagram where I found these questions. I'm sure he's on TikTok. I am not on TikTok. Instagram Reels forever. So if you want to answer these questions with a partner of your own, feel free. He called them provocative, and as I was listening to him, I was like, okay, yeah, provocative might be the right word. They're like a little bit spicy, okay? I don't know what you'll get out of this other than maybe some entertainment, because clearly we're already feeling goofy and we haven't gotten into them. Yeah, I was kind of glad I was looking at these and listening to these early, because I had to start thinking about what the answers might be, because some of it's about memory, and I don't have good memory.
Same.
So, okay, here we go.
Okay.
First question. I think we can fudge because it does ask in detail, and it's okay. And for anybody who needs a reminder, I'll be reading it, but JB's going to answer as if I asked him, and then I'm going to answer as if he asked me. Right. Okay, there we go. Can you describe in detail the moment you knew you were attracted to me? Was it when you saw my boobs on the internet?
Yeah. How'd you know?
I assumed.
I was like, ooh, boobies.
That was before I got brave and put in other parts there. So yeah.
No, but I think for me it was after we moved to email for our chats.
Okay.
We moved away from the blog commenting.
Yeah. Was it because I made the first move with email? Did that was like a little pep in your step there?
A little bit, yeah.
I don't know why I'm moving my body like this. Podcast listeners.
Provocative.
I'm so glad the podcast listeners can't see that. I'm so sorry to YouTube folks. So, okay, was it because our conversations were maybe more in depth than they had been?
Because they were getting into, actually getting to know one another.
Gotcha. So I feel bad now for my answer. Actually, the first time I knew I was attracted. So here's the thing: I knew I was intrigued. I knew I felt comfortable with you, that was huge. I couldn't remember the last time I felt comfortable with somebody in email. But the time I realized, I'm fucked, was when I heard your voice for the first time. When we had that first phone call where I was terrified and crying or almost crying because I was so scared. Because you have a good voice. You have a good voice. You have a good voice.
Okay, thank you.
It's subjective. That's fine. You don't have to agree with me out there in the world. Got a good voice. And
I don't like listening to the sound of my own voice. I know
you don't. Most people don't. Because it's not the same in your head as it is to right. So no, it was you have one of those voices that, especially when you're trying to come across as kind of calm and like not frazzled. I think it's why I get frazzled when you get frazzled, because that doesn't feel right. It's a very like calm, soothing, comforting voice, but also I know you're a dom, and that's kind of how we were relating to one another. So it was like, it was like being wrapped up in a warm hug. I was like, okay. Yes, we both were attracted to one another before we ever laid eyes on each other. That's never been a secret, I think.
No.
Okay. This one threw me, and it's okay if it throws you. Is there a scent or fragrance you associate with our most intimate moments?
I wouldn't say intimate moments, but it is a scent that I associate with you from the first time meeting you.
Okay.
And it's the rosemary peppermint.
Shampoo
and body wash that you used to use, yeah.
That I use again now. Yeah, but your smelling has gotten worse.
I know.
Ability to smell has gotten worse over the years.
Yeah.
You'd have to just be in the shower with me while I'm washing my hair to smell.
Then I would probably,
Yeah.
So, but
yeah,
it's
I like that. Well, here's what's funny, because I couldn't use that shampoo for a very long time because my hair was being dyed. Not even the vivid colors, like just dyed. And now, no, too broke for that. So I was like, let me see if I could go find this shampoo and conditioner again. I was very nostalgic. I was like, my daddy liked that, so I'll do it again. He can't smell it now, but it makes me happy. It's fine.
I see the bottles in the shower and I smile, okay?
So I have two smells that probably make sense and one that is so inappropriate, but it's us, so we're going to go with it. So I never know what beard balm, lotion, cream you're using, but anytime I smell it or I just sniff your beard, it's like being in a warm hug. Like, you're not even touching me. It does look a little weird that sometimes I'm literally nuzzling his damn beard because it smells so good. Actually, your scent post-shower, you're always like, yeah, that's what soap will do. I'm like, yeah, but you smell good, okay? I'd like to hump your leg right now. Whatever. The other smell, it's rare because it's been so long, is leather. And that comes from a few different things. When we used to ride your bike together and you were wearing your leather jacket, almost every flogger that I've known and liked was kind of that.
Leather.
Right.
Some form of leather.
Right.
Yeah.
Your big leather boots, like just leather. It makes me think of kink. It makes me think of the motorcycle. It makes me think of like all that stuff.
Your play collar and cuffs.
Yep. Oh yeah. If I think about leather, I can actually feel the texture of the bit gag in my mouth. And I'm not actually sucking on the leather. It's actually a plastic thing, but still. The third inappropriate smell is a very personal one. It's not like I go anywhere and it hits me. No. This one can only occur in our bedroom. And it is post-sex smell in our room. I am sure anybody who walked in would be like, what the fuck is this? Somebody spray some Febreze. But I'm like the next day, oh God, especially if I hadn't changed sheets yet. I don't know if you've noticed. When I bend over, I know this is too much for some people. It's fine. When I bend over at night, when you're like, we're getting ready for bed, have you noticed? Like, I'm pushing my face into the sheets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that I find it a pleasant smell, but it is a smell that represents a good time. And so, one, I should change our sheets more often. Two, maybe that shows how little we've had sex over the past few years as our libidos have gone wonky. Because I don't have this impetus to immediately change those sheets. But yeah, that's why I've been doing that.
Okay.
Now everybody's like, we can't make eye contact with Kayla. We know too much. It's fine. Okay. Describe a fantasy date, and let's define that however we would like to, that would make you want to rip my clothes off by the end.
Now, I'm
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no is right. It's been so long for so many things. I wouldn't even really call it a date. I would just be like a weekend away at a hotel.
Well, the whole point would be for you to rip my clothes off.
Yeah.
Are you saying that even if we went and did touristy things, by the time I got back to our hotel room, you'd want to rip my clothes off?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And trash a hotel for old time's sake.
I don't know. Are we getting too old for that? I mean, we're at a point now. If I start screaming in pleasure, somebody might think an old lady's dying. So they might call security or an ambulance. I don't know which. Just saying. I told you I was in rare form today.
Oh boy.
So I don't have a situation like date or like whatever. Here's what makes me want to rip your clothes off of you.
Okay.
Anytime you dress in a way that makes my brain scream, oh my God, he's so dominant. So, and this will come into another question, because I thought about it both times. So to give an example, the times we've gone out on like dates where we dress up and you wear like your black slacks and either a black button-down shirt or the purple button-down shirt. And then, holy shit, once you roll up your shirt sleeves and the forearms are out, I could probably make money off of your forearms. I'm just saying they're excellent. They're excellent. You have these great like hands that are clearly like hardworking hands, and then you got it's delightful. I will save the other outfit that is coming to my mind, but to answer an upcoming question. But yeah, that's when whatever we're doing, by the time we're done, I'm like, it's time to take all that off. And I would rip that off, but I need you to wear it again in the future, so I won't do that. And why are my cheeks so hot? Okay. This one is weird.
Okay.
Because this is not a way I would ever describe myself or ask a question ever. Thanks, Therapy Jeff. When was the last time you yearned for my body?
Last weekend.
Yeah, that was good. Okay. I mean, same. You picked up what I was putting down.
Yep.
And you know what?
And ran with it.
Yeah, you did. You know what though? That was less about like specifically your body. That was more like the feeling, the connection, whatever. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but when do I yearn for the body? When I see either, sometimes both at the same time. Mm-hmm. The forearms, the thighs. You got great thighs. I know you're not a soccer player, but it's all those years on the motorcycle. They're good legs. They're good legs. They're not long legs. He's a short king and we love him. But they're good legs. Very good legs. Just, yeah. You clench those thighs. I'm good. I'm probably like drooling. So I'm also not much of a yearner. Like, I don't need to yearn. I just need to go, hey, Daddy, I'm kind of turned on. Are you turned on? Let's go. Like, I'm not saying it like that. Y'all know I'm not saying it like that. But I don't have to yearn. Mm-hmm. I could just be like, hey, pay attention to me. I'll pretend to do something sexy over here. Hey, that's kind of how last weekend went. I couldn't say it.
Because you're a baby girl and you're always going to be like, look at me.
Only to you.
Yeah.
Only to you. Okay. Here we're coming up to where there was the whatever. Which outfit of mine makes you find me irresistible?
Your birthday suit.
I'm glad somebody likes it. You like it better than I do. I'm just saying. Aw. So if I just walk around naked, you'd be like, there's no time I'm wearing something and you're like, aw.
No, not particular. No.
Well, I mean, I do dress like Adam Sandler who's coming down from a bender or something. So. I'm in my Adam Sandler era.
Okay.
I don't love it, but here I am. Okay. So I already talked about the slacks and button-down shirt and the roll. Okay. Mm-hmm. And that, yes. But also, you don't, I know why you haven't worn it in a long time. I know you're working towards being able to wear it. It is, oh my God, I'm drooling thinking about it. It's your black kilt with a black t-shirt and your black boots and nothing under the kilt. What do they wear under their kilt? JB wears nothing most of the time, unless they're going out in public. You will wear something then. God, that is such a luscious, luscious view
I haven't
of
checked
you.
to see where I'm at with that.
You should, and even if you got to suck it in a little bit or just not snap it or whatever, however, just oh my God, I'd lift your skirt up in a heartbeat. I should be embarrassed, and I'm not, y'all. I'm not. Look, you can't put your tits on the internet and then be embarrassed about anything else after that. Come on.
True.
But yeah, you are so dead sexy in that. Holy shit. Whew, is it hot in here? I shouldn't have worn a long sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm afraid. What's the most attractive thing about my personality?
Wow. I read that question when you sent me these earlier. Uh-huh. And you know what immediately came to my mind? Your sassiness.
Yay! Doing something right. Yay! Yeah. Well, if you did not laugh with me more often than you got like a little annoyed with me, then yeah, it would not be as fun.
No.
So I mean, and I also I don't think I could suppress it if you didn't like it. We wouldn't work if you didn't like it. Yeah. So it does help that you like it most of the time.
Yeah, more times than not.
95% of the time.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so for me, I don't want to pick one because there's lots. So there's your dom look, and then there's you putting on your dom look, and they're two different looks. When it comes to you naturally, and you weren't thinking about it, oh my God. I am both terrified and ready to roll over and do whatever you need me to do. Take that however you'd like.
You're like Lola rolling over on her back, right, waiting for belly rubs.
Or sticking my ass in the air. Whatever. But then there is the part of your personality that's that calm, confident, quiet part. Like, especially when you take charge, like when I'm in freak out mode and you're like, baby girl. And you're like, yeah, it's been a hot minute because we've been in freak out mode together,
right?
Which is truly not my favorite place for us to be. Only one of us should be falling apart at a time, okay? And it should be the baby girl, I think. I just think it should be. But yeah, when there's a thing going on, or you are looking at me going, oh, she's more of a hot mess than usual, I need to take care of this. That there's a part of a way you get, it's the daddy side of you. It's not the bratty daddy or the sadist daddy. It's like but then you're still the dom, because you're like, sometimes you'll be like, listen, like breaking through whatever the chaotic noise is in my head. And yeah, I like that part. Okay. But I also like that you listen really well, and that you like, this should not, bar is in hell, okay, for hetero passing relationships. I like that you've never once said, if you'll make me a list, I'll help you. Tell me how to help you around the house I also pay for, right? Like, you just like see shit and you just fucking get it done because you're a grown ass man who, right, like has lived a life and, doesn't need anybody to, quote, take care of him. I take care of you because I choose to, not because you need it, because you're not my third child. I married my third child, apparently, is what I did the first time. And I do like that about you. We've never once had to sit down and go, I've had to ask you for more help, but because I'm bad at asking for help, and or at times you weren't sure of your role in a situation because it was outside of our power exchange.
Right.
And that I was like having a nervous breakdown and we just had to sort some stuff. But in general, you just, I like that about you. Okay. But it does prove the bar is in hell, because that shouldn't be a thing that anybody has to be praised for. Thank you for participating in your own relationship. Like that should not be praiseworthy, but I do appreciate it. Because I'm one of those people who knows what it's like to not have it. So. Okay. Oh, God, I've already answered this, but we'll answer it again.
Okay.
Is there a look or gesture I make that really turns you on?
And then you wiggle your butt?
Yeah, that's part of why I do it all the time. So now I'm learning, since my favorite outfit is my birthday, your favorite outfit of mine is my birthday suit. So when I do it when I'm in my birthday suit, is that like double shot? Okay. I mean, I wiggle my butt. I wiggle my butt for many reasons, but one of the reasons I wiggle my butt is to make it a more obvious target than it already is. If I wiggle it, you're like, it's like, hey, pay attention to me. If my butt could talk,
right? And that's backfired on you a few times, hasn't it?
God damn, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Because that's the sadist daddy. Also, maybe the bratty daddy, the bratty sadist. I don't know. The look or gesture. You're actually kind of doing it a little bit. It's not your dom look. You look really relaxed, but there's that leaning on your forearm like that. But and then pair it with the dom look that you're not trying, the one that just like you had that moment and it just was there, because there really is a difference. Usually I've caught you unawares and you just naturally go into it. Sometimes,
and I'm like, baby girl again.
Sometimes it's his what the fuck dom look, okay, and sometimes that's my baby girl dom look. Sometimes you are walking a thin line. I like them all, is what I'm saying. Okay. Now we're gonna get into a part where I'm not good with the talking when we're talking about like provocative stuff. But you are. He's a talker, y'all. Get him naked and he's got stuff to say. Anyway. What have I said or could I say that would really turn you on? It's the only time I'm not talking, y'all, is when it's like sexual. So I don't.
Yeah, I
mean, like if you want me to shut up, apparently turn me on. But so is there something I could say? Like I don't, maybe, but if I did, you'd be like, hot damn, let's go.
I think if you gave me that, once in a while you give me that little coy side eye.
I do that all the time. I'm pretty much always giving you some form of side eye.
Well, there's different flavors of side eye.
That's true. Just like there's different flavors of dom look.
I did preface that with coy side
and
eye.
I could never purposely repeat that. I don't even know what that one looks like.
Right.
Yeah, not a clue.
It just kind of slips in there sometimes.
So what the things you say plenty that turn me on. Like anytime you call me baby girl in your deep gravelly voice, like I'm like, fuck, what do I need to roll over? What do you need? Anytime you call me something, but it's my whatever, I'm like, I've just melted. And if I wore panties, they'd be wet. But yeah, it's more tone of voice than what you say. But when you say baby girl in that voice, not the annoyed voice, not the at his wit's end voice, not the you think I've gone too far in sassiness. No, not those. None of those.
Don't like those. Huh?
Nope, don't like those. Am I gonna change my behavior to prevent them? No, but I don't like them. Okay. This one kind of goes with that. Okay, what words do you wish I'd whisper in your ear more often? Fuck me, daddy.
Let's go get cheese.
God damn it! I was gonna be all sexy, and you're like, I would like cheese, please. Look, you don't have to threaten me with a good time. I'm down to go get more cheese any day. Any day. We literally buy more than 2 pounds from Sam's Club
or
every
coffee.
month.
You know, either they're interchangeable.
Just more cheese. Jesus. Not fuck me, daddy. Not I'm yours, daddy. Come on now. God damn it. You're very pleased with yourself. This one's hard for me because you are a talker. It's the only time you're a talker. But you're a talker. So what do I want to hear more often? I don't know. You've got a whole what's the word I want? Like not a script, but like you've got like a whole cast of things that you'll just pull out, and they're all like, okay, but
repertoire.
Yes, that's the word. I would never have said it like that, but yes, it's right up there with how you pronounce extravaganza. No, we're answering these questions. We scared off any newcomers, and we've annoyed the people who come for the topics they enjoy and don't come for this. So, fine, it's fine. It goes back to, I do like when you're like bend over the bed. Let me see that ass. I like that one. Because it's usually, something's going to happen to that ass. It's probably going to get smacked. I'm fucking here for it. It's not a thing you whisper, and it's not a thing you say often, but you have said it before. But basically, when I'm walking that fine line, but it's not like a corner time situation. It's I'm going to learn how much spankings can suck kind of moment. And you say different things. It's usually baby girl in that tone. But it's the one where I kind of catch the vibe of, I'm not going to like this, but also I am going to like this. That one. I like that one too. I like that one too. Okay. It's okay if you can't answer this because that's a long time ago. Okay. How did you feel during our first kiss?
Ooh. That was a while ago.
Yeah. Because it was the first time we physically met in person. And I think you spanked me before you kissed me.
I did.
Which is how our relationship goes. We don't kiss a lot. I mean, I kiss your cheek, you kiss my cheek, but we're not making out. No. Because mostly I would like you to be focused on my ass more than anything.
True. But I mean, in the beginning we did kiss a lot. But,
yeah, we did.
You know, I think what I felt during that first kiss was that, I like this.
I mean, is there any other response that's appropriate? So, I have the same thoughts whenever I kiss. Like kiss, not a peck. Like, we're slobbering over one another. That I always have because I have issues and should go back to therapy. And am I doing this right? Is this okay? Do I remember how to do this? Because by the time I was kissing you, I hadn't kissed anybody in a while. And I've never been confident on my kissing abilities. When I'm kissing, though, is the one time I'm willing to, like, play with, not power, but, like, control a little bit. I know where that comes from, though, and it has nothing to do with you. Maybe I'll explain in a minute. But that's mostly what I'm thinking. So that's not the sexy thought. I do kind of remember thinking, is sort of what I was thinking when you spanked me the first time too. Finally. 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 No, okay, so I've done this dominance thing with kissing since I started kissing, which, when was that? God, my first kiss was when I was 13, I think. Oh, and he was an older boy, and that was a good kiss. No, my first kiss was before him, and that dude, it was very wet, and I was like, is this kissing? I don't... But then the next dude, he was older, and he was good. And yes, I was still 13 at the time. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, I think I always do this, like, play for dominance thing with kissing, and I think what I've always been waiting for is the person who takes that control back. Like, I'm like, oh, I'll do my tongue and my mouth, my lips the way I want. What are you doing about it? And quite frankly, nobody did nothing about it until I realized I was kinky and started dating doms only. So, yeah. That is more than anybody's ever wanted to know about me, and it's okay. It's okay. I have very little shame. That went super, super fast. Mm-hmm. I feel like should we talk? Do you want me to find more questions? Do you want to talk about anything else? That was really fast. This does not feel like an episode.
No.
This is like half an episode.
Yeah.
I mean, I have things I've been thinking about, but I haven't thought through my thoughts completely. Yes, that's a thing you have to do sometimes. Or at least I do. But do you have anything on your mind?
I've got lots of things on my mind, but
well, that are kink oriented,
yeah,
power exchange oriented.
I don't know. I just feel like in recent times that we've kind of been taking our dynamic back a little bit more.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So what I've been thinking goes along with that a little bit, because I have felt myself being a little bit more my baby girl self, which she's got to be able to relax, okay? Or to know it's safe to whine. I don't know. So I know I'm a person who has said for many years, and I still believe this, that fiction books should not be treated as how-to manuals. And you shouldn't, like, you can be inspired, but you shouldn't, like, emulate shit you're reading to the letter, because it's fantasy and fiction and whatever. But I've been reading a series that has had me in a fucking chokehold. Literally every time I'm like, oh, I know what's going to happen in all these, because there's a formula to them, and that's fine. Oh, maybe I should go read something else to get like a palate cleanser. I'll come back in a few weeks and finish this. Nope. I keep going. Because the characters are well written. But it's kind of inspired me. So the book series I'm reading is called MC Daddies by Layla Roberts. She apparently has written a shit ton of other books. Will I be reading those? Probably. In MC Daddies, that's a motorcycle club, and the people who are kind of related to that motorcycle club in different ways, or to the people, kind of connected to the people. And they are all daddy doms so far. And then their partners that they find are littles. And sometimes they know they're littles, and sometimes they don't. And it's a little formulaic. It's got some age play, so that's not really my jam. But it was I was nervous about it. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to read something, and then because that's so not my thing, get out of the headspace, like, of enjoying the book. Like, no, even though it's definitely not my thing, the way it's written, it makes so much sense with the characters and the story that it's like, I don't have to. I'm not a person who thinks I have to find people I'm reading about in books relatable. They just have to be well written enough that I'm like, oh, I actually give a fuck what happens to you. I don't have to relate to them. I just gotta care. And so the series is good. I'm on book 9, which is where we finally get to a non-straight, non-monogamous situation. It's been delightful so far. But even though most of the littles in this series that I've read behave in ways that I would never. It's just not who I am. Being in their head and reading their stories, which are fiction, I can't imagine a motorcycle club would have this many fucking daddy doms unless they advertised. They were only looking for daddy doms. But it's made me feel a little bit more in touch with and want to be more in touch with my baby girl side. And I'm sorry for you that so far has looked like whining in the middle of the night. It has not looked like, being sweet and, whatever,
playful
whatever.
or whatever. No.
It's been whining. But you know what? What I have figured out about myself as a baby girl, which to me is on the spectrum of littles. I don't have an age in my head. I don't do age play. I don't do any of that. That part's not me. But it is my almost younger seeming side. It's certainly the one who wants fewer responsibilities. We have Onyx up here. Hope she doesn't rub on the mics too much, or show her butthole to the camera. Too late. But I don't want what they have, but I want the feeling I get when I'm reading them, and sex scenes and not sex scenes. Like these daddy dom, so far they've all been men, are written in, from my imagination, like the exact kind of, I'm going to protect you whether you like it or not. You are a danger to yourself, and so clearly you need me. And I'm just like, yes, I am a danger to myself, not in the way these chicks have been, because I'm not trying to get, nobody's trying to kill me or kidnap me, but I don't always make responsible decisions for myself. And yeah, I probably do need help with that. Mm-hmm. And so to your point, Layla Roberts, for anybody who's like, what series? Layla Roberts, it's called MC Daddies. It's one of many series she has. I have a feeling I'll be reading all of them. She writes good characters. Really good. Some of the daddy doms have some similarities, but there's clear personality differences. And then the littles, again, there's some formula there that I'm like, but the personality of the woman, not when they're in their little space or whatever, the woman, completely different. And I've really enjoyed that. The 9th book right now is my favorite. It could be because the assassin who's got everybody fucked up and confused has figured out he's a daddy dom. And so we're learning that actually he's not just a cold-hearted psychopath or sociopath. He wants to be a good daddy. And he's got 2 partners. And that's been delightful to read. Anyway. But yeah, so yes, our power exchange has absolutely taken a backseat to fucking everything lately. But being a little bit more in touch with my baby girl side makes me want to, maybe it's not the control and the tasks and the rituals, but the connection of when you use your daddy voice and I'm all baby girl, and when we connect like that. Yes, that's why I've been the way I've been. I apologize now. So I'm probably setting myself up when I ask this. Could you tell a difference?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think of the difference?
I like it. I mean, you haven't heard me complain, have you?
Well, no, but you're usually so distracted. Unless I really fuck up, you really haven't been complaining much. That's what happens when the power exchange gets pushed back a little bit. Yeah. One, you let shit slide that I'm not purposely trying to do anything. But there's times in retrospect I'm like, why didn't he say something? What the hell? Even I know that was out of pocket. But also what I've noticed. Okay, so in our power exchange, in our relationship, in our sex life, you are the initiator. I am the please initiate with me. I don't know what the word is I want.
Co-instigator.
No. I usually am waiting for you to initiate. And then a week or so ago, a couple weekends ago, whenever that was, I, in my own way, initiated sex. Yes. Whew, that was some good sex. I feel like the past several days when I've been more in my baby girl headspace, I've initiated that. And I think what I'm and you've responded, and you always respond. What's different, and I can tell everything's kind of wonky, is that you are not initiating. Either in a power exchange, baby girl, daddy dom kind of way, or a sex way. You're picking up on my signals, Thank God I'm a very clear communicator. Subtlety is not my forte. But yeah, you have not, every once in a while, like every once in a while, I think like 2 butt rubs out of 10, I was like, there he is, there. But that's a 20% success rate. We should at least be at a 50% success rate. I mean, look, I'm grateful anytime you touch my ass. My butt is this. I'm glad he's a butt guy. I'm glad I'm a butt. No, I'm glad I don't mind having my butt messed with. No, that's getting worse. Anyway, I'm glad he's a butt guy. But let's not make that a drinking game. How many times am I say butt? There's a vibe, and there have been a couple nights where it was like, this is good, this feels like the old times, and I know you're tired and there's stress and there's stuff going on. Wait till the bonus section when we tell you about Lola. Oh my God. But however, I don't know. You know, there was a time, if my baby girl voice came out, get out of the trash can, you little shit. That was Onyx wanting to lick plastic. There was a time, if my baby girl voice even cropped up, full on daddy dom, full on, like the energy was just shift. It was delightful. Well, it was usually delightful unless I was walking that.
Until it wasn't, right?
Unless I was walking that fine line. But I have not noticed that. And I know you're all up in your head. I can tell before you can tell when you're all up in your head.
You
can. So it's not like let me put in a complaint to the complaints department. It's more like it is strange to be in the space and to see you not pick it up like you used to. We're not feeding off of one another the way we used to.
I have fallen into this headspace recently of, they say, keep my nose to the grindstone and just trying to get through the holiday season.
I know. But here's the thing, though. And this has always been true, and it's not like I'm like, having a revelation. There will always be something we got to get through. True. Like, I mean, it sucks. I'm really tired of always having something we got to get through. But
yeah.
So, I can't believe I'm the fucking one saying this, because this is so against type. Somebody should, take me to a doctor and have me checked. But wouldn't it's better, it's getting it in small doses. It's not as good as, full octane, all the way we used to be. Sure. But it's better than nothing. And since we will always have shit to go through, I think we lived a charmed life prior to 2021. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how or what. I don't know. But yeah, clearly we were living a charmed life. And the universe went, you're getting too big for your britches over there. And now I think, here's what I think. I know we did, and I think you're still doing. Sometimes I am too. We're waiting for things to go back to the way they used to be. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
That's not going to happen. No.
And I don't mean for anybody out there. It's not about our dynamic the way we used to be. I think we could get back there if that's what fits us. But this whole waiting for it to be better, waiting to have time, waiting to not be so tired, and I know that I can say that today while I've been feeling weird today, but I'm feeling good in this conversation. And it's easy to say right now. And believe me, I am an impatient baby girl. In 5 minutes or 5 months, I'll be the one going, it's not enough. It's not fair. I want more, and or thinking, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. So I'll be the voice of reason today so he can be the voice of reason tomorrow. We kind of have to make time for it, and we have to get okay with getting little bits, because that's what we have the energy and time and whatever for, because that is what will keep us connected until we get to some mythical time in the future when, air quote, things calm down.
Right, yeah.
I mean, how many years do you have to go where things aren't calm to finally just go, no, they're never calming down. This is the timeline we live in. I look at the news from time to time. I know things are never calming down. So, that's kind of where, let me tell you, look, I think I might now be a Layla Roberts stan, because she's making me feel shit when I'm reading a kink I'm not even fucking into. I don't want any of that. but it makes sense for their characters. It makes sense for the moment. And I just go with it. But a few of them so far, I'm only on book 9. There are 12, y'all. Full length. I think there's novellas. I don't think I'll read those. But a few times she's had, in the story, the little has gotten spanked purposely until they cry. Like, the whole point was to get that fucking emotion out. And I cannot tell you in the past 48 hours how many times I've almost come to you and gone, I need some of that. And here's the thing. I do need that. I'm terrified because I don't cry easily. It kind of in general. It's my own issue. I should go to therapy. It's not an issue to not cry. It's the tight lock I have on my emotions. And also I'm a little afraid of what my sadist daddy might have to do. How much it might have to hurt for me to get to the point where I have a chance of crying. And I am a little baby who can't handle that. But yeah, I was like, oh God, yeah. Wow. To just like, let it, like, to get the catharsis, you know, we have finally, so thankfully the youngest is at that, and he has been for a while. We just didn't take advantage of it. He is at that teenager point in life where headphones or earbuds are always on. Yeah. There's about 3 or 4 things coming at him from a screen, whether it's his Xbox, it's his Chromebook, or it's his phone. At any given moment, there's a certain point of the night we close the door. He does not know we exist. Right. He's not only can he not hear us because across the house, blah, blah, blah. We cease to exist. He doesn't even know we're there. We could do more things as long as I'm not screaming the house down. And it's only been in the last few weeks that you've even gotten comfortable with that. So I know part of that is a comfort thing of how much can be heard. And, you know, if I come to you and go, look, I'm going to need you to spank me until something, I don't know. I know that you can't guarantee, like, I can never guarantee that he'll spank me in a way and I'm definitely going to cry. I used to be able to, and then that stopped being a thing. Yeah. And so I don't know anymore. But it's like, I don't know until I say for it, until your arm gets tired. I don't know. If I cry, that's the signal. Stop right there. But like, I don't even know what I'm asking for. But I feel like we are at a point now, and probably have been at that point for several months, where we can do more than we have done. Mm-hmm. So. Yep. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it's been nice.
It has been nice. Mm-hmm. I just think that whole, our power exchanges have been pushed back, and we're waiting for that mythical time when there's not a lot going on. Mm-hmm. I say all of that to go, okay, but that now it's an excuse. We can do more, and sure, energy and where your head space is at, all of that is important and has to factor into it. But I also wonder, how much better might our headspace be if we pushed through some of that? Not all of it. Like, you got to watch yourself. Push through some of that. Maybe I don't have the energy to get to a place we know we like to be at.
Maybe we need to explore that.
I'm just saying. Because I think even though we're not actively doing anything new or whatever with the dynamic part of things, I think that's not where we need to focus our attention, because my tasks are down. Yeah. You know, the bend over the bed, get your nighttime spanking / butt rub, that's been really good. You finally got a little touchier, feelier, and I'm very grateful for that. It's like I'm wiggling your favorite part of my body. Like, come on, man. But so, like, all of that kind of stuff, I think we're as solid as we can get right now with the life we have right now. Yeah. Now it's the daddy and baby girl. It's the play part within our comfort level, knowing we've got, you know, somebody in the house all the time. Like that part, you know. I think if we could find ways to reconnect there, I think you'd feel a little bit better. I know Possibly. I would. I know I would. Just saying.
Very possible.
He hates saying you might be right or you are right. Good Lord, what was it last night? I can't remember what we were talking about anymore. I was like, oh, you know I'm right. And then he like waited a beat so that he could prove me wrong. Because you just didn't want me to be right. I think he was like searching up in the like depths of his memory to be able to prove, because I said, oh, you've already forgotten, you don't even know what you said, so you can't repeat it to me. But and then, I mean, it was a pause, it was like a 30-second pause. I think he was going through the filing cabinet that is his brain to find the thing that I accused him of not remembering, just to prove me wrong, because it's not that hard. Just say, baby girl, you're usually right, and you also could be correct. Yeah, I did. I take the line and do like jump rope. Am I playing double dutch with the line between sass and a step beyond sass? See what happens when we answer provocative questions? Oh my God, the leaves just flew sideways outside the window.
Yeah,
I guess
it's like
the weather's
vicious wind out there right
picking
now.
up. Mm-hmm. So anyway, if anybody would like some actual good Daddy Dom Little fiction, highly recommend the MC Daddies, Layla Roberts. I know Rara really likes her. I could see Rara in the live chat. Actually, I can't remember where I saw the first book I read. I think it might have just kind of come up in a search I was doing in Kindle Unlimited, and I scrolled. And I like to read reviews every once in a while, especially if it's kink stuff, because I need somebody to sometimes it doesn't always happen, but sometimes there'll be somebody who's like, that's not how any of this works, and that's what I need to see. And I scrolled, and I think it was under reviews, and Rara's name came up, and I went, oh well, I fucking trust her. Okay. It had the Rara seal of approval. It's like, I'll try the first one, then it would be personal preference if I finished it or kept going. But MC Daddies, Layla Roberts. Layla like Kayla, but with an H on the end. Laylah. I think I'm spelling that right. Very good. Very prolific writer. A lot of it seems to be Daddy Doms, and I'm here for that.
And I'm reading Married to a Alien Cowboy,
which is a book I got because I was on my future. I'm gonna read this at some point, and thankfully you're reading it and can vouch that no, you picked a good one. This is a good book.
I mean, it has a little bit of trope to it, but I think it makes up for it with the humor.
And I don't mind tropes. They're when they're done well, and most tropes. The one that will have me frothing at the mouth and wanting to throw the book / my phone across the room is the miscommunication trope. I think maybe 2 times I've read it done well, where from the outside looking in, you would go, of course they wouldn't talk about that like they should, because there's no trust there, and that's a vulnerable conversation. But when it's literally this could be cleared up with one conversation, and y'all were dating and / fucking for 6 months, and you can't have this conversation? No, I'm ready to throw something across the room. But other than that, most tropes I don't mind, as long as they're executed fairly well. The tropes make things, for me, kind of predictable. When I recognize what I'm reading, I'm like, I know how this goes. Every once in a while, a really good writer will like turn it on its head, and I'm like, ooh, that was surprising. So but so that we went from questions to the state of our power exchange. Right. I thought that was going to be next week's topic. I don't know what it'll be now.
It'll be a big bonus section.
It might be. Look, we did the questions. We've done the Reddit stuff. We've next week, whatever, we are not functioning at full mental capacity, so I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I don't know. I'm just like, sometimes it's more important that you just show up because that's what you do than to like have something profound to say. These end of year episodes kind of tend to be for like the folks who are gonna stay to the end of a bonus section. Because y'all know at this point of the year we are running on fumes and maybe some laughing gas. Who the fuck knows? Because we get weird. So so I think that's gonna be the end of the episode. I couldn't just have like a 25-minute episode. That's the Monday episodes. and we got to talk about a thing that's been on my mind. So,
okay.
And maybe we recommended an author to somebody. I don't know. We can't do a bonus section because I know you need to talk about Lola.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You went through it yesterday. She went through it more than anybody, but JB was like right on her heels going through it. So,
are we good?
That's not really for me to say. Keep it kinky, y'all, and we'll see you next week. Daddy.
Yes, baby girl.
Can we talk to the crickets?
We can.
As if we haven't already been doing that. Tell them about Lola. Okay, first of all, let me preface this. There's going to be a few moments of kind of gross conversation about eyes. If clearly no pictures.
No.
But if you are squiggy out about fast forward or put us on mute or whatever for probably 2 minutes. Yeah. Start there so people have to. She had an eye issue.
Yeah. So, I had gotten out of the shower and baby girl comes in the bedroom and she's like, you need to see your dog.
Because I almost couldn't look at her after what I was seeing.
I'm like, what? And she's like, you just need to see your dog.
Her eyeball was not facing the right way, y'all.
No, her when I came out to look at her, her eyeball had rolled.
It was actually coming back around because when she showed it to me, I literally only saw white and then red blood cell. By the time you looked,
but
it was coming
white.
Back around appropriately. But that when he confirmed I was not crazy. I was like, I'm going to call the vet. And he goes, please do. Please do. And I'm usually, look, I'm going to tell my kids to rub some dirt on it and walk it out, okay? So I'm not the first one to call a doctor. Let's get an appointment, especially when it's your pet. You know it's a $500 visit. But eyeballs are not supposed to do that. And it was one of those things, we do not know when it happened. And what I mean by that is she was perfectly fine. We've been looking at her multiple times in the day. Nothing wrong with her eye. She was laying peacefully on her bed. I'm sitting at my desk. She walks up to me, which is not unusual because she'll lay in between our chairs or whatever over here at our desks. Yeah. But as she walks up to me, she starts rubbing, trying to get her paw up on her face, when their snout, is itchy or something. She's rubbing her side of her head with the left eye, that was the issue, on the carpet. And I'm like, oh, is something itching? And then she looked up at me. And every time I think about it, I can see it. And So I was like, no, that's an issue we have to sort out. We do. She has had known eye issues, so I would have taken her regardless of the cost. Eyeballs aren't supposed to do that. But we thought was going to be a $200 or $300 visit was only $70 because the vet's like, yeah, this is, her eye seems to be mostly okay, but here's these drops and blah, blah, blah. And her eye is going to have issues until we have a surgery procedure. We schedule that for her to fix her eyelids, eyelashes.
Yeah. She has what the vet called entropion.
Entropion. I don't know how they pronounce it.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
And basically what has happened, and it's happened to both her eyes, but the
left eye is the worst.
Left eye is worse than the other. Her eyelids have curled inwards.
And so her eyelashes are constantly
irritating her eyes. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently this is something that's common in this breed, her breed. But yeah, they can do a surgery to correct it. Otherwise, this is just going to apparently keep going on. Right,
and money wise, it's not about that. It's more her comfort. God, yeah. It was out. And anybody who's ever had to take anybody, young or vulnerable, child or pet, to a doctor knows something fucked up was going on. We called. We get the appointment. They were like, "Can you get here in 15 minutes?" We're like, "Actually, yes, we can. We'll be there." They're like, "We'll fit you in with in between the last appointments of the day." Fine, thank you. We appreciate that. Before we even walked out the door, her eye was looking normal again, and I went, "I don't care."
Right.
That did a thing it wasn't supposed to do. We're gonna go get it looked at, and so it was swollen, and she does have, the doctor called it an ulcer, but she has a sore that she did not have before, literally in her eyeball. Ooh! Yeah. So she's on antibiotics. She is very confused as to why Onyx is sitting 6 inches away from her.
Oh wow, yeah.
I wish I could show y'all this. She is staring very intently at Onyx, who is just cleaning herself like she has 0 fucks to give. Anyway. So, we take her to the vet. She hates going to the vet. Yeah. She wears a harness, and it has one of those handle things on top so she can be moved if she needs to be. And JB was basically picking up her 77-pound fucking ass and kind of scooting / carrying her in. Took 5 tries to get her on the scale. And I'm like, same girl. I don't like being weighed either, Onyx does not know that her life is in potential danger.
Well, actually, they were staring at each other just a few seconds ago.
Lola's making noise. Lola doesn't like it. And then she made a whiny noise, y'all. Onyx took the hint. Onyx got so deep in cleaning herself that she was not paying attention to Lola, who was starting to do a little lip curl. Like, I don't like this. You're in my bed and you're way too close. And now, maybe as a stress response, Onyx is licking plastic. So no, we get her to the vet, and they had said it'll probably be a wait because we are fitting you in. We're like, that's fine. We're just glad to be here. So normally, when Lola goes to the vet, she doesn't like it. She paces for a while, and then she plops down on the floor, and she just becomes a lump. She becomes a baked potato. It's fine. She paced. And she would come up to me, look at me, nose me, walk back to the door, look at me. From there, she'd walk up to JB, nose him, walk back to the door, back and forth and back and forth. And at one point, so it's a bench and there's the door to our left. JB is sitting closest to the door. I'm in the corner. Lola has come up to me, butted me with her nose. It's like she wants pets, but no, she's like trying to tell you it's time to go and here's the door. So she's done that to me. She walks back to the door, and instead of coming around, because she had been going around this bench thing we were sitting on, she stands at the side of the bench on the other side of JB and doesn't look at him. Lola, what are we doing, ma'am? Oh my God, she was standing up and snarling at Onyx. She really don't feel good, y'all.
Do you need to go in the other room?
She might. She's not usually like this.
No.
Anyway, she turns her head from standing at the door, pops her head up, like extends her neck. Her ears go up, and the only expression I can describe on her face is, "Do you not see me at this door, bitch? Right. I said, let's go." And I just went, I can't take you seriously, Lola, when you're literally looking at me like, what the fuck? Is it that Onyx is too close to her bed?
I think so.
I need Onyx to stop licking that plastic.
I know.
They've lost their minds in here today is what's happening. So JB is on eye drop and warm compress duty.
Yeah. Every 2 hours, drop in the eye, and then a warm compress for a few minutes. And it is less swollen today.
She was miserable last night, y'all.
Oh, poor thing.
She didn't want to really be touched. She did not want to get off the couch. She barely wanted a treat. She just was miserable.
I did something with her that I normally have not done. I don't think I've ever done it, really. She was laying on the sofa. She was miserable after the, and rightfully so. And, normally in the evening we have a routine. She gets her one biscuit at night, and she knows when it's getting ready, because I'll leave the office, I'll go into the kitchen, I'll make myself a drink, go sit down, and she'll hear me rattling around in the kitchen, and she'll know, and she comes in. She did not come in last night, so I took the biscuit to her.
She had treats in bed.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if your eyeball does funky things, you get a pass. You do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get to be babied.
And I didn't even try to get her to go into her crate last night. She just.
That was a little heartbreaking. So she is now at a stage. Maybe it's age. Maybe it's pain. We don't know. Where she does not get up on the couch that easily most of the time. Now, sometimes she can. She's got her full energy and she's bound up there. So when we got home and she went for a walk and after she ate, she basically lived on the couch and she needed help getting up there. which made sense. She looked miserable. So she laid up there most of the night. And then we started kind of doing our shutdown routine. And he didn't make her go in the crate, so we figured she'd stay in the bed. Well, she heard rattling around in the kitchen, and she got curious. So she got off the couch, but then just decided not to come to the kitchen. But I could hear her moving. I'm like, she's not on the couch anymore. And then I didn't hear her moving. And I said, is she trying to get back up on the couch and got stuck?
Yep.
She needed a boost.
I looked around, and she had her front paws on the couch, her head looking up, and that was all she did. And when I walked around, then she raised up and started to get up, and I put my hand out. She stepped on my hand as a...
Oh, see, I'm more of the butt pusher. I get my hand under her booty, and I just kind of go up, and she just keeps going.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I think it's going to be time soon for me to build her a little step.
Make it easier for her to get up there. Could we train her not to get on the couch? Yeah, but we're not going to do that. No. The couch is definitely hers now because it looks like it's been through some shit.
Right. Yeah.
That's her couch.
You know, I mean, I don't mind the sofa, you know. I mean, for me, the big thing is the fur babies. None of them sleep with us.
No, I'm not. I'm not built for that.
No.
I would have let Saki do it because he was so little, and he very rarely smelled like dog. Like maybe it's because he was so little. I don't know.
Yeah.
He did. I mean, it wasn't that he didn't, but he didn't go outside the way Lola does. He didn't roll around. Like he just didn't have that dog smell quite as potently as our Lola girl.
Yeah.
But he had no interest. He was like, no, I'm an old man with creaky bones. I like my bed over there in the corner. Please and thank you. Lola, if we let her come into our bedroom if we're awake and up, like not at night. She has her space, and we close the door. But when it's a normal day, if we're sitting in our bedroom or whatever doing stuff, she'll walk in and we don't mind.
Yeah.
But if we happen to just be stretched out in the bed, she'll come up to either side and our bed's kind of high, like not feet dangling high, but higher than I think typical beds. And she'll come to either side and just look up at you like, I too would like to be up there. And I'm like, girl, I can't pick you up. So.
Yeah. So that was kind of our day yesterday.
The day ended with a bang.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I think she's feeling a little bit better if she can be annoyed at Onyx.
Right.
And Onyx is the last one to be annoyed at.
I know.
It's Ella who's kind of pushy.
Right.
But
I mean, Ella will steal her bed in a heartbeat.
Ella will steal her bed, and Lola has never felt like, I can get up here too. She could. Ella probably wouldn't even mind, but she won't. Ella will clean her ears for her. Will clean in between her toes. I have questions for Ella.
Right. Yeah.
Your kink's not my kink. Your kink's not my kink.
Ella ain't right.
Ella ain't right. No. Thank God she's pretty.
Yeah.
But Onyx is going to town on that plastic.
Yeah, she is licking.
So that's adventures and fur babies. Past 24 hours. Yeah. Look at her. She is going. I even if I had my phone, I could not get a good picture of that. So imagine a cat licking plastic. Sure. But she's licking it so vigorously that the whole flat of her tongue is coming out and you can see nothing but tongue. And she's moving her whole head back and forward to make sure she gets maximum lickage.
She's not biting it or tearing at it or anything. It's licking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brittany asked, what does Ella look like? She is I guess, tuxedo cat. She's a black and white cat. I know that it's orange cats who don't have a brain cell, but she probably has some orange cat in her genetics somewhere. Right. She's got an ancestor who was an orange cat and did not pass down the brain cell.
We often say it's a good thing Ella's cute.
Yeah. She is a beautiful cat.
Oh, yeah.
She's got the pink nose and the perfectly pink little toe beans. Onyx is amazing and gorgeous too, just in a different way. Onyx is full black. She's got like 3 little hairs on her chest that are white, but her toe beans are black. Her nose is black. I guess she got done licking the plastic.
Yeah, it's funny. She's been sleeping on my pillow.
During the day, both girls are sleeping on our pillows during the day,
and even in the evening. And it's funny. I'll walk in there in the evening, and the light's off, and I can't really see her, but then she opens her eyes, and then you see it out of the darkness, these 2 little golden eyes.
Blah. Onyx does not want your attention, and I don't think it's negative. She's not growling or anything.
No,
but she is 77 pounds, and Onyx is 8 pounds.
Yeah, right.
So
yep.
I'm pretty sure Onyx could take her. Would probably kick Lola's ass. Quite frankly, Onyx is a bitch. I love her. She's a bitch. She's a Scorpio bitch, though. Yeah. So we have that in common. I know, baby. I'm so glad your eyeball looks like eyeballs are supposed to look. That was rough yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
I know. You're a sweet girl.
It's good to see her up and moving around.
It is, even if she's antagonizing Onyx.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
yeah.
That's it mostly.
Last weekend this past weekend we managed to escape for a little bit, and we went out thrifting
to the thrift stores that were open because we went on a Sunday like dumbass. Actually, we went antiquing,
and it ended up being antiquing, because it was the antique stores that were open, the thrift stores weren't. But it was fun. We had a good time, and we both came away with some stuff.
I got a new coffee ornament, and you got 2 used albums.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh. Is your head tired? You need to rest it on me? Okay. So, yeah, I am... Oh, big stretch. She's... Ooh, okay. That was more of a butthole than I wanted to see. So, I think that's a good note to end on.
Yeah.
Lola's butt. No, that's still wrong. So, yeah, thank y'all for being here with us and letting us ramble about provocative things. Definitely TMI. Don't forget, we have the live stream Friday, the 13th. That is a week earlier than it would normally be. Are we staying till our normal time, or are we implementing the new...
We'll stay to the normal time. We won't change that till after.
Yeah, and in 2025, the time when we end that Friday night live stream will be changing. We'll talk about that on Friday. And then, the Kinkery's having a sale, free shipping on U.S. orders of $35 more. Thekinkery.com. Woo! And so, we're going to go be crazy cat and dog parents now.
Yep.
And I'm probably going to go, after we record the next thing, dive back into this book because it's so fucking good. Anyway, we will talk to you next time. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.